Appreciate y'all for tuning in. But before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you get a notification every time I go live or drop a video. I appreciate it.
We're not paramedics. We have medical on the way.
No matter how much training that you get, if you don't act on it, it's no good.
Ryan, crawl out of the elevator, okay?
Did officers prioritize correctly?
I don't believe they did. I didn't even see minimal effort to protect this person's life.
Tonight, Fox 13 News investigates why Salt Lake City police officers chose not to give any first aid to a stabbing victim who had already waited nearly a half an hour for first responders to arrive.
The police department says it's backing the officers despite criticism from the law enforcement community.
We want to warn you, even though the victim is blurred, this body camera video from November 13th, 2020 might be difficult to watch. But as you do, pay attention to the timer we've added in the upper right-hand corner. That's approximately how long it took Salt Lake City police to arrive. And it is still ticking because even though they got there, the people we've interviewed say these first responders never truly responded to the emergency.
911, what is your emergency?
She's like rummaging through her, like trying to pull out knives, and she's like screaming. Oh my gosh, she's knocking on my door right now.
Ma'am, what apartment do you
live in?
Oh my
God, okay, he's been stabbed.
What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? Hey.
According to the Salt Lake City Police Department, the first 911 call was 27 minutes ago.
Hi, I have some neighbors fighting in the hallway.
The response was slow because they say there weren't any officers available to respond for 20 minutes.
Oh, he's crying for help. He's limping over to the elevator. He's crying for an ambulance.
This body camera video is from Officers Ian Anderson and Jada Brown walking into the Cubby Apartments on South Temple.
What happened, man? Hey, talk to me, man.
They found the victim, Ryan Outlaw, in the elevator. They didn't know it yet, but they also found his girlfriend, the woman who stabbed him.
Ryan, what's going on, man?
Do you know what happened at all, Ryan?
Watch and listen. While police ask questions, the stabber is the one most concerned with Ryan not receiving any first aid.
Ryan, crawl out of the elevator, okay? Hey, come this way. Fernie, get inside right now.
You're not doing anything about it.
What am I supposed to do? We have medical
I
coming.
need you to cooperate with us so we can help him.
Do I go out there and help him?
No, I don't want you to go out there.
Officers stood over him for about 8 minutes, asking questions and giving commands. They never touched him.
Ryan! Ryan!
Tell him to get up and get out the elevator. You got to move out the elevator. As if he got some disease or something.
This is Ryan Outlaw's father in Mississippi. He had never seen the video until we showed it to him. We had never seen it until anonymous members of the law enforcement community told us to investigate.
Do you know what happened?
It's not very common for police to criticize other police. So what do you think it says that other officers were so concerned about this that they're the ones who brought this to our attention?
That's really surprising. That's really surprising.
My question throughout the entire video, why did they not do direct pressure? You don't just allow that to happen and say, oh, the paramedics are coming eventually.
Chris Burbank used to be the Salt Lake City police chief. He says he was shocked with what he saw.
I don't know. Is it a blood situation? Why? Why are you not paying more attention to this person who's bleeding out in an elevator?
In Utah, all officers go through 4 hours of first aid and CPR training, plus an 8-hour class designed to help trauma patients.
Being able to stop bleeds and save lives, the curriculum that we teach, we feel puts them in the best position to be successful.
Deputy Director Alex Garcia with Post chose not to give an opinion on this case, but said he was proud of the training his agency gives to officers throughout the state.
They're expected to make a situation better when they arrive to the best of their ability.
No matter how much training that you get, if you don't act on it, it's no good.
Ryan, stay with me.
Officer Ian Anderson wrote in his report he could not give first aid because he didn't want the elevator to close.
And if the elevator closing and leaving the floor is so important, pull the person out.
I got an ambulance coming right here.
Let's stand my stomach.
Who did?
Oh no.
You don't know?
Help.
Okay, the medical's coming right now.
I can't breathe.
Okay, I got medical. They're right outside.
He's right here.
The priority is here. After the fact is solving the crime. Everything else is secondary to the well-being of that person. That is so obviously your priority when you walk into that situation that it hurts to watch.
Ryan Outlaw died at the hospital 2 hours, 10 minutes after the first 911 call.
He had a twin here, and he had 4 boys. He was a people's person. Everybody loved him. We don't know what a few more minutes or seconds or whatever could have made a difference. We don't know.
That's just as dangerous to the well-being of the policing profession as inappropriately shooting somebody.
Does the police department have a responsibility to address this?
Oh, without question. If they don't, this just contributes to the further mistrust that exists, the crisis that we're experiencing in law enforcement today.
The department said Chief Mike Brown was not available to answer our questions, but his spokesperson sent an email saying Salt Lake City police officers are guardians of our community. They are committed to preserving life. They understand the community might have questions, but the department stands by the decision of its officers.
But I think the most important thing is that this is brought to public light. These are legitimate public questions because those officers did not meet my expectation. And I want to know why.
Dummy. Ayo, John, let's go!